Joey ain't kicking shit. He can't even kick his Xanax addiction. So, guy could barely get out of bed. He could barely kick his Xanax. Xanax. How do you say it? Xanax addiction. I doubt he'll be kicking anyone in their face. You know, for a guy who works out every day, does jujitsu, does kettlebells, and eats healthy, he really looks like fucking dung. All right? Spoiler alert, he doesn't work out, use kettlebells, do jujitsu, or eat healthy. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody who does those four things, but they're not 300 pounds coughing and gagging and moving at a snail's pace.
I don't know what it's called, but who could possibly be going against him in jiu-jitsu? Like, who would volunteer?
Why would you want to? Imagine voluntarily wanting to be smashed by this guy. Think about that. Having Joey Diaz with all of his sweat and grease wrestling you to the ground. I mean, I really couldn't think of it. Who do you match him up with? A 78-year-old man who's willing to do this? I mean, wouldn't he need to sign multiple documents saying, like, what do you think he was going to... If Joey Diaz came up to me and they're like, would you fight him in a jiu-jitsu match? I would go, are you... That'd be like fighting an old grandma. No, he's going to die. Look at him. This is like if a boulder, a rock, a physical rock had emphysema. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, he works out every day, does jiu-jitsu, and eats healthy. Doesn't that look like a healthy man? People go, how old is he? 88? How old is he, Jules? Can we find
88.
out? 88. No, how old? Tell me, for real. I'm looking at a straight-up papa.
He's 57.
57. I mean, no. That looks like 77. 57 today is... Joe Rogan is 57.
His shirt says ass.
That is a straight-up papa from Cuba. That is a grandfather. There's not much time left with this one, unfortunately. Would you like to hear what he says here? Let's hear what he says.
Surgery. When this shit is going down?
Yeah, he beat the surgery curve.
Oh, my God. Imagine.
So, I'm okay all day. I'm with the family. Fucking 6 o'clock.
See how loud I have to make it just to hear him? Joe Rogan's voice is normal volume, and then when Joey talks, he's like, I once went to... Why are you whispering to me like this? Joe Rogan, you don't even know. His lungs are bad. He doesn't have the power anymore. It's over, folks. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at his little face. Listen to this, though. It's so good.
I'm okay all day. I'm with the family. Okay. Fucking 6 o'clock comes. I gotta jump in the shower. It's basically where he lives. Jump over Laurel Canyon, make a right, go a mile past the Comedy Store. That's it. For some reason, man, I went in the shower. I just started getting an irregular heartbeat.
Oh, an irregular heartbeat. Okay, that sounds like a nice, healthy guy. I got an irregular heartbeat.
I came out, so I took a little anxiety medication.
Wait. I got out of the shower. I took a little bit of my anti-anxiety medication. Joe's like, wait a minute. I'm one of your best friends. You're on anti-anxiety medication since when? I'm Joe Rogan. I'm a firm believer in optimize your health, mind, body, and soul. Eat well, exercise, do this. That's how you get a good mind. You don't take pharmaceuticals, SSRIs. I didn't know this about you, Joey Diaz. What are you, weak? Why are all of our comedians on anti-anxiety medicine? You know what anxiety is? Fear! I don't know about you, but where I'm from, if you're afraid of everything, you're what's called a pussy! Remember this? Hey, you fucking pussy! If you're on anxiety medication, and everybody's just okay with being anxietied, anxious, and scared, no, this isn't cool. You're all fucking losers and pussies. Listen to this, though. This is where he gets caught in the lie. All right? And don't start emailing me, Mike. A lot of people, I don't give a fuck. If you need CBD, if you have seizures, if you're weak in any way, you're one of God's mistakes. This is what I think of you.
Shower, I just started getting
an
irregular heartbeat. came out. I took a little anxiety medication. Got
Okay,
dressed.
wait. I know I keep pausing. He forgets, a liar can only do so much. A liar's forgetfulness is always the worst part of being a liar. Is we're only human beings. We can't remember every lie we've ever told. So Joey Diaz forgets, oh yeah, I can't tell Rogan and everyone that I'm on anti-anxiety medication because I've never told anyone this. But he forgets, and Joe's going to interrupt. Watch this.
I came out. I took a little anxiety medication. Got dressed.
What are you taking?
They give me 0.25, whatever. I don't take them.
What is?
Wait. So Joe immediately, what are you taking? They give me taking all responsibility is off of him. They give me 0.25 or something. I don't even know. It's such nothing burger. 0.25? Oh, really? Now watch this. This is a fucking lie. This is like how a child lies. Watch this little thing.
They give me 0.25, whatever. I don't take them.
What is it?
Like stenazole, whatever the fuck they call it. Xanax. Whatever.
Oh, Xanax, of course. The drug of choice by all fucking crazy people. You didn't know? Oh, I don't know. It's Xanax or something. I don't know. I don't even take them. Oh, you don't? That's weird. I'm not prescribed to a lot of pills I don't take. You know what I mean? I go to the doctor every year. Hey, can I get a bunch of pills that I don't take or know the name of? You know the fucking name of your medication. So look at this. It's like you're a Xanax user. You probably take it all day, every day. And then you know Joe's going to be against that. So you're like, oh.
They give me 0.25,
Watch this
whatever.
shit.
I don't take them.
What is it?
Like stenazole, whatever the fuck they call it. Xanax, whatever. But
Take Xanax?
It's a football. It's the baby one. It's not the sticks the junkies take.
Oh, it's just the baby one, the footballs. If you're referring to drugs, shapes is like that. You're
Seems
like a big
you
drug.
know a lot about
You
it.
know all about it. It's I don't know. Turns out he used to sell this shit when he first started comedy, which wasn't that long ago, by the way. He started comedy in his mid-60s. When Joey first started comedy, he would do these open mic shows called bringer shows. You would have to bring 5 people. That was the deal. You want to get up and perform? You got to bring 5 people that pay and buy drinks and fill up the room. So in order to do that, he's going to tell a story about how he used to send out a text, come to the comedy club, I've got pills for sale. That's how he would get. So he was a drug dealer dealing out of the nightclubs. This wasn't in the 70s. This wasn't in the 80s. This was about 6 years ago. All right? A drug dealing dope fiend. Listen, if you deal Xanax, you probably know exactly what they do. You know the name. He was playing dumb
and
before.
now
He's like,
you're-
it's tazamapin Zen. I don't know.
Doesn't
you
add up.
dealt it last year. Listen to this.
Jerk off, you got to bring 5 people to a fucking show. I'm not asking nobody to come to a show.
That means
I just
no.
wait for Joe Rogan to call me and ask me who wants weed.
Listen.
You want weed? Meet me at the comedy club. Well, I got to meet you at the comedy club. Don't worry about it. Just meet me there. Next thing you know, I got you paying 10 at the door. Oh, so I got into selling Xanax.
A man who rips off his customers and friends. Is this a good man? It's not like you just change. You don't rip off people throughout your whole until you're 50, and then at 52, I'm done ripping people off and scamming.
Seems like it's ingrained in
It
you
just
by
seems
then.
like Joe Rogan gave you a life where you could rip people off in other ways, maybe steal their time. But this is what he was doing. This isn't something nice and cute and funny. You invited people over, then you hustled them in paying for the comedy show. Listen to this fucking drug story.
Next thing you know, I got you paying 10 at the door. So I got into selling Xanax. There was a crazy guy in Boulder who had just gotten out of prison for murder, and his wife, I don't know, they were getting Xanaxes from a pharmacy. So I was getting Valiums, the V's.
Oh, the
The
V's.
V's, you don't know anything
I don't know
about
anything
that
about
world.
this.
You know what the worst part about the LGBT community is? The V's. Ah, the V's. All right. So you are a drug dealing liar. What else are you fucking doing? You're stomping shit down your drain. You're drug dealing. How is this guy an honorable guy? You just like him this much that you're going to let all this slide? This is a straight up criminal who eats his own feces.
Callen sells Xanax to people.
Oh.
In the hundreds.
Oh,
20s,
in the
10s.
hundreds.
Cokeheads love those things. So what was I? I was a cokehead. I could eat 10 of those. Dog.
What does it
Oh,
do?
you could eat 10 of them, huh? You would eat 10 of them. Joe Rogan,
Wait,
what
but
does
I
it
thought
do?
You didn't even know what
I
they
thought
were.
you didn't really even know, but now you're kind of, Joe doesn't really care, so yeah. I guess I'll just be honest.
Knocks you the fuck out.
Like how?
Like you're gonna pass out. You could die like that. When people OD, that's what they eat. Fucking Xanax.
Oh, and you sold that to people? So you've done attempted murders. This is a murderer. I sold Xanax by the 100. What does it do? Well, if you eat too much, it kills you. Didn't you just say you sold it to people by the hundreds? I don't think there's a statute of limitation on people dying if you sold them drugs, right? Listen, this guy has sold drugs. He Me Too'd the shit out of about several thousand women. He's eaten his own shit. He stomps it down the drain. He's a physical monster. He's a literal monster. You know, I don't know why you get such a kick out of him. He has a huge audience. They love Uncle Joey. Uncle Thief.